Chat Plays YouTube channel throughout social media. We will get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is Ever Live Free Sports Picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Play. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us is Wayne Scott with us. It's Alex Smart, Rod Zawacky, and Shane Mickle. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, Mickle, Scott, Zawacky, then I will close this one out. All right, NBA on the board tonight, 9-game card, NBA as well as NHL. Lots of college hoops on the board. So we got some conference tournaments games in action. So let's get this one underway. Let's go to welcome in Alex Smart. You'll catch him over at Pick Dog Spring. We'll bring Alex in right now, ready to roll. Alex, what's happening?
How you doing, Tony? We're going to go after some hockey tonight. It's the Blues and Islanders matchup, and I'm looking at the underdog here. I know the Islanders have won 3 straight games, but that was a big win against the Bruins last time out, and I would not doubt that the Islanders are in an emotional letdown state. The Islanders are also highly inconsistent this season. I mean, we've all watched, anybody who's interested in NHL hockey knows how inconsistent the Islanders are. Just something missing from that. Doesn't matter who the coach is, Patrick Roy, Lamoriello is going to have to do something with this team here. Trade deadline is just around the corner. Prove me wrong. I always keep moving forward. But anyway, I like the way the Blues look here. The Blues already beat the Islanders 4-0 this season on February 22nd and are more than capable of pulling off another upset here on Long Island. The Islanders are 1-4 SU in their last 5 games at home, and the Blues have won 4 of the last 6 games from playing the Islanders. And also, it's interesting to note the Islanders are 0-7 after allowing one goal, which was a situation last time out against the Bruins, in a 5-1 win. And St. Louis is 7-0 ATS. Now, I'm using the ATS numbers here, even though it's a money line play, because of the margin of victory that we're seeing here, the differential point per goal per game differential. And St. Louis is 7-0 ATS when playing against a margin losing team. Win percentage 40 to 49%, like the Islanders in the second half of the season. And that's a plus 2.1 goal per game differential. I didn't like the line value we're getting with the puck line, so we're going with the money line here, the St. Louis Blues to upset the New York Islanders tonight.
There you go, Alex here on the Blues here at plus 162 against the Islanders, who are just, the playoff race, forget about it. But the Blues still outside, 20 games remaining. You kind of look at the teams here at the wild card, like the Kings. They're a team that I think is vulnerable down the stretch, can be caught. You see Calgary trying to chase them. Vegas is a team that's near the wild card standings as well. So still some hope for the Blues here if they could get it going.
Yeah, absolutely. The Blues are not that bad of a team. The Islanders are not that bad of a team either. Long in the tooth, key positions. Inconsistency is the main thing here. And when a team gets a little bit older like this, continually winning on a consistent basis is really hard to do. They tire out easily. And like I said, that was a big emotional letdown situation against the Bruins last time out. Kudos to the Islanders. Kudos to Islanders fans, for having some hope, but I think the optimism is just over projected here. So
yeah, too many losses. And they've already dropped 16 home games. That's really bad here. Blues plus 162 here against the Islanders tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. Big NBA card, 9 games NBA, 9 from the NHL. Lots of college hoops. We've got some of these conference tournaments underway now. Alex having a fantastic 2024, nearly 2,500 units of profit for 2024. All document over at Pick Dogs Premium, powered by a strong NBA, strong college hoops run up there. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, you know what? We've got a limited amount of action tonight. We've got 3 selections on board altogether, 2 selections, on board altogether now. I've got a CBB Slam Dunk best bet with Kansas State tonight. I've also got an NBA Sharp Money late steam total. That's Hawks and Knicks, and that's coming up very shortly.
All right, guys, get on board here with Oxbot over at Pick.com. Fantastic results here from Alex for 2024. No better time to get that 1-month pass, right? With all these sports overlapping, get all of Alex's pre and plays for 30 days. That include the entire NCAA tournament, even the conference tournaments that are already underway, all your NBA for 30 days, all your NHL for 30 days, and don't forget, baseball We've got the games beginning the 20th and 21st, and then the U.S. Opening day is March 28th. So a good week of baseball there when you get that 1 month pass. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
You too, Tony. Nice seeing you again. Take care, bud.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue on here. Next up, we're going to go ahead and welcome in Shane Mickle. You can catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring in Shane right now. Let's see, we're ready to roll. We know he likes to follow those Kansas Jayhawks. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight? Yeah, big game tonight with the Kansas Jayhawks, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll cover that maybe after this one. Big one tonight. Alabama and Florida going head-to-head here in the SEC. Florida here laying 2.5. We see the total here, 176.
Yeah, when I gave this, when I sent in this play this afternoon, the line was only 1.5. It's moved since then. But I still really like Florida here on the money line. I don't mind laying the 2.5 with them. This is a team that's 14-1 straight up at home. This is an Alabama team that has zero playing defense. Zero. I mean, it was actually impressive. I guess that Kentucky only scored right around 80 points against them in the last game. I thought they might put up 90 or 100. Last time that these two teams faced off, it went to overtime. And that was when Alabama had to make a late comeback. Florida's coming off a loss in their last game against South Carolina, but that was their defense struggling in the second half. In the first half, they really dominated a very good South Carolina team. At home, I think they put two good halves together. I think this offense is going to be buzzing, and I like Florida on the money line.
Florida on the money line here says Shane in this one against Alabama. The one thing you notice here with the Florida at home and even overall there in the conference is they defend, right? They get the scoring, they get the defending. Alabama gets the scoring, but the defense is not there.
Yeah. It's actually crazy, because Alabama likes to run, but yeah, my God, we'll see how they perform in the NCAA tournament because it seems like they can play with everyone, but. Yeah, their defense. I mean, this Alabama team feels like a team that could be upset in round one. I mean, if a team starts hitting 3-pointers against them, especially early in the game, I mean, they could run them out of the gym. It's not really good. It's not really a good recipe for success in terms of winning in March. But they should be fun to. They should be fun to watch at least for the conference tournament and whatever they make in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how that one shapes up to be. And we've talked about Shane being a big fan of the Kansas Jayhawk team. He'll often travel out there to check them out. That's something that he likes to do. And of course, looking here at this 1 tonight at 9 Eastern time, it's that rivalry game between Kansas State and Kansas. But it looks like in this one, Kansas is going to lay a bundle in this one. It looks like about a dozen points in this game.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Kansas can keep a top 3 seed because then they'll hopefully stay in Omaha, and it's a little closer for me to get to, and I might be able to make it out there. But yeah, for tonight's game, I have a premium play on the side. But I mean, it comes down to how Kansas comes out in this game. They've had struggles early in games coming out. They've kind of had to claw their way back, but they're at home. And I really hope, personally as a fan, I really hope that they can get out to a fast start because they got to figure out this bench. I mean, if they can get one or two of those bench players in a groove, I still think they could make a run in March. But my God, every time a bench member comes in the game at this point of the season, you just wonder what type of run the other team is going to come on because it's been ugly. Hunter Dickinson plays 0 defense. That's always been his knock in college. We're seeing it with Kansas. But yeah, this game tonight, I'm just hoping that Kansas can come out with a big win. But like I said, I have a premium play. I do think there'll be plenty of points scored, though.
All right.
I don't see. What's that?
No, yeah, you see like points being scored in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think there'll be plenty of points. This isn't the same Bill Self Kansas defense they've had the last couple of years. And this Kansas get hot. I think it could happen in this game. Yeah, this game should go over 150 easily.
When we see Kansas going into the conference tournaments, they don't. They do well there, but they don't seem, you get the peak performance. A Kansas team that some view as underperforming, what do you think they get out of this conference tournament, and what will their approach be? Will it be any different than it has any previous years?
I won't be surprised. I mean, obviously, they want to win tonight's game. It's a rivalry game. They need to do everything. I think in the conference tournament, they might punt, especially if they lose this weekend, because that'll probably knock them down to a 4 seed. I mean, I think the big plan here the next couple of weeks is they got to figure out their bench. I mean, even if that means giving the bench extended minutes and losing one of those conference tournament games, if that means that they can make a run in the NCAA tournament, I think they do it.
There you go.
I mean, because even if they play, they're the best of the best. I mean, it's still gonna be a gauntlet every single game in the Big 12 tournament. So who knows what really is going to happen there.
All right, Shane's looking for this one here. Points to be scored, and of course, his show pick will be Florida here, laying the 2 against Alabama tonight at action 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Doctrine for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight we have a 9 on the board from the NBA, NHL as well. Big college basketball card up there. We got conference tournaments in action right now. Good results over the past 7 days. What do you have going on over at Pick Dog's Opinion?
Yeah, I've got a 3-pack up there, college basketball, 3 best college basketball plays, $39.99, and then I also have an NBA pack, which is my 2 best NBA plays, my best college basketball play, also $39.99. Prop on that long-term pass. These conference tournaments and March Madness is where I've made money in the college basketball the last couple of years. So that month pass is no better time if you're looking for long-term to hop on that month pass, especially if you like a lot of college basketball plays.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. Good results over the last 7 days, so no better time to get on board with that long-term pass. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off. Remember that 1-month pass gets you the NCAA tournament, as well as all the conference tournaments coming up, and of course those minor tournaments, NIT, CIT, CBI. So get on board, use that promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. Right, Shane? As always, great having the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again in a couple of days. But let everybody know we can catch your written contact over at Pick Dogs Sports Chat.
Yeah, Pick Dogs. Especially make sure to check out Pick Dogs this week. We got the UEFA Champions League going on. I was 2-0 in the 2 plays today. And I already have my UFC 299 main card. Big article out there for UFC. So if you're looking for the UFC event, which it should be a really good one with the main event, Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. There's value up and down that card. That prelim card is better than some of the fight nights we've had this year, so that should be exciting. So make sure to check out that article, and then of course NHL, college basketball, NBA, all those you can check out there too.
Guys, check it out. Shane's written work over at Pick Dogs, especially there. Also, Sports Chat plays the content as well. All right, Shane, have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Sounds good. See you on Thursday.
You got Shane Mickle here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the drive-thru. Looks like up next we've got Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Room. We'll bring Wayne in right now. We'll get him some college hoops. We'll also do some NBA rundown on this 9-game card. He'll be the one covering NBA tonight. Everybody's here on the college hoops or ice tonight. We'll bring him in right now. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family?
It's going great. All right, here we go tonight. Action in Conference U. We've got Liberty and Middle Tennessee State. Liberty favored here at 5, total 136.
Yes, sir. We normally see Liberty coming in playing good in these conference tournaments and down the stretch, man. This is one of the teams that's been solid. Middle Tennessee, not so much. We're going to bank on the history here. These teams have played it, and Liberty smashed the hell out of Middle Tennessee, 88-53. This line has me a little bit confused. I think it has to do with the location of the game and how Middle Tennessee ended the season, 6-4 and 6-4 against the spread, 3-2 in their last 5. Liberty wasn't horrible into the season, 5-5, 500, but 2-3 in their last 5. Both of these teams are coming off a blowout loss. But as I stated when I first started talking, man, this is Liberty's time right here, man. And I think they come in here, and they may not smash them how they did when they last played them, but I think they come in here and they cover this spread. They're the way better offensive team. Middle Tennessee is horrible offensively, horrible from the free throw, and horrible from the three-point. They do play decent defense, but this Liberty team is a top 20 defensive team. While you got Liberty scoring about 74 points per game, while Middle Tennessee is averaging about 65 points. That's a 10-point swing. You're giving me the better of the team in this one with a 10-point swing. I'm gonna lay that 5 with Liberty here.
All right. Wayne Scott here on this one here tonight will be Liberty here -5 in a Conference USA regular season game. We are not into the Conference USA yet in the tournament yet. We are just right now ASUN right now. We've got the Sun Belt in action right now and Patriot League and Horizon. So these are your tournaments here. This one here with the Liberty and Middle Tennessee State going head to head. Actually, they do close it out on the 9th. So this looks like we still have another conference game here after this one between these two with Liberty here and, of course, Middle Tennessee State. Of course, both will probably need, of course, Middle Tennessee State it's having to lose record. Liberty in conference this year, 6-8. And well, you know, it really comes down to this. Middle Tennessee State's is really they've been hampered this year has been shooting, right? Just across the board, whether at home, away from home, and conference, last 5 games sitting around the 40% mark.
Yeah, man, that offense is very terrible, man. From like you said, from anywhere, even from field goal, man, they're just below average. And you're going against a Liberty team that strives on defense, and a Liberty team that's good offensively, good from the 3. They're a team that doesn't turn the ball over. So I just don't see many avenues for Middle Tennessee to cover this game.
All right, there you go. We got the Liberty is the play here from Wayne. Tonight's card here for tonight's play from college hoops. Of course, the NBA hasn't been covered. It's going to be all Wayne carrying the load today. So here we go with the NBA rundown. We start here with Magic and Hornets in this one. Magic an 8.5-point favorite, total of 208.
I'm going to just small disclaimer. Mitch, don't be mad at me. If you do not like favorites, hear me out, because I got a lot of favorites tonight. I like a lot of favorites tonight. And the first one is right here, the Magic. I'm rolling with the Magic here, man. Just the way they've been playing defensively. Another thing, I just can't trust the Hornets. They're missing too many players, and how the Magic attack you inside in the paint, scoring about 60% from 2-point range. I don't see the defenders to slow that down. Magic healthy. Give me the Magic here.
All right, the Magic here from Wayne in this one here against the Hornets tonight. Pelicans and Raptors going head-to-head. We see the Pelicans on the road 9.5, total 229.
Almost the same thing, man. And healthy Pelicans team, a Pelicans team that's fighting for a playoff position against the Raptors team that's done blown their team up and just trying guys out, seeing who they're going to keep at this point of the season. Yes, the Raptors been playing well lately, and yes, the Raptors do play good at home here and there, but I have to trust the Pelicans here and lay the points with them. They smashed the Raptors last time out when they played the Raptors. I don't think they beat the Raptors by 30, but I do think they covered the 9 that it was, or 9.5 that you're getting it at now.
All right, there you go. The Pelicans aside here. Let's take a look at the market right now to see where this one's at. It's the first game. It's 8.5. It's pretty much everywhere. This one we're looking at. Let's see, the Pelicans 9.5, pretty much everywhere right now on this one. All right, here we go. Another Celtics and Cavaliers. Another road favorite here. Celtics and Cavaliers. Celtics on the road laying 9. The total sits here at 216.5. Of course, the injury report is going to favor the Celtics here. As well, actually, maybe not. Keta is out, probably just a bench guy. But Porzingis, Brown still on the questionable side. On the Cleveland side, no Mitchell, no Strus. Remember, Strus was that 3-point shooter that won the game the other day. Thompson, Jerome have been out for a while. LeVert has now been upgraded to probable. Actually, let's check that now. Porzingis now in, Brown now in. So that explains that.
Yeah, that makes sense. This line opened up at about 6.5, and now it's at 9. So I was just going to say, I'm going to go ahead and assume that those two guys are playing. Whether they playing or not, man, I just think the Celtics have too much for the Cavs. I don't like the form that the Cavs in, and I like the way the Celtics have been playing. They haven't just been beating people. They've been hammering people. And before the break, the Celtics was not a good cover team. After the break, the Celtics have come. I think they're getting ready for playoff mode, man. They're not taking their foot off nobody's necks, and I don't think they do it here. They've been playing well against the East, and I like them in this spot against the depleted Cavs team. I'm going to lay it with the Celtics.
Lay with the Celtics. That's kind of an old school thing here, getting to playoff form right after the All-Star break. They used to do it after the first of the year, but now they push it back. Some teams push it back to the All-Star break. Some teams wait for the playoffs to get in playoff form. So, that's just the way the NBA is now. Pistons and Heat here. We saw 11.5 earlier in the afternoon. Now it's here. Heat laying 11 now. Total 217.5.
Okay, I got a dog for you guys. I'm on the Pistons in this one, man. I like the way the Pistons been battling lately. I like the way the fact that the Pistons come off a loss. I know they play a lot tougher coming off those losses. And to be honest, the Heat's just one of those teams that we were just talking about. It kind of plays down to their competition. Do the Heat win this game? Yes. But do the Heat cover this 11.5? I doubt it, man. The back door is wide open. No big injuries for Detroit. I like the way their starters and their bench have been competing in this one. And the Heat, they're still trying to figure things out. Not saying that they are playing excellent, but at the same time, they're still trying to figure out their rotations, their lineup. Spoelstra's he now has more depth than he's ever had, and he's still messing with the minutes with these guys. So with that stuff going on, I think that Detroit can cover the spread here.
I look at Detroit here to cover here. Detroit starters are healthy. That means Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Stewart, and Duran are in the starting lineup here for the Detroit Pistons. See what the bench can contribute here for this team tonight, but that's why that line is where it's at. It's a big 11 here with the Pistons, says Wayne. All right, let's continue here on the NBA rundown here with Wayne Scott, 76ers and Nets going head-to-head here. Close line here. Sixers lane 1, total 212.5. Keep a peek at the injury report. And, of course, we know the folks that are always there, of like Covington, Embiid, Maxey out here. Melton is out. Payne, Martin are questionable. On the Nets side, we've got Sharp, Simmons, Cam Thomas out. Lonnie Walker off the bench, who can put points up, is questionable tonight.
Yeah, man. Nets hurt my heart and my pockets with that loss to the Grizzlies, and I'm gonna hold it against them there. And I'm taking Philly here. No Maxey surprised me. I did not look at that on the injury report, but I still like the Sixers in this spot. Nets also missing, like you said, Cam Thompson and Ben Simmons, arguably outside of Bridges. They're glue to their team. The team, when they actually do win games, is normally because one of those two guys are cooking with Bridges. And actually, another thing Tony mentioned, good bench players questionable for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's toughest thing is scoring right now. And I could just trust the Philadelphia 76ers, the guys they have, to outscore Brooklyn here. And Philly always plays that tough style of defense. So give me Philly to outscore these guys, hit the three. Still got Buddy Hield, Tobias Harris, good three-point shooters, Mo Bamba, solid guy. And I like them to cover this spread and win this game.
All right, he likes that. Prefer the side there here with the Sixers in this spot. All right, let's continue here on our rundown. Hawks and Knicks going head-to-head. Another close lines is they're either big lines or they're micro lines. Here's another micro here. Knicks laying 1.5, total 213.5. Let's go through the injuries. No Buffke, no Okongwu, no Young for Atlanta. On the Knicks side, and Anunoby, Brunson out for the Knicks. No Randall, no Robinson.
That makes sense. And if you could have caught this before the Brunson news, you could have got it at 4 or 3. Now we're at +1. I still like the Hawks here, man. I like the way that they've been playing without Trae Young, man. They've been playing more defense, and that's really been their only point. We know all these guys can score for the Hawks, but their only struggles have been defensively. They've been playing slightly better defense without Trae Young. And Knicks, I just can't trust them. They have not been playing well, and we know it's because of the injuries. But until these guys step up, they'll give you a win here and there. I think they got a pretty good win without Brunson the other day. But outside of that, man, it's been pretty ugly for them. So until they start getting some of these guys back, I'm going to have no choice but to look the Hawks away. Definitely getting points.
Hawks getting points, says Wayne in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the rundown. 9-game card NBA. Spurs and Rockets going head-to-head. There's injury news here. The Spurs are dogs here. Rockets 7.5, total 227.5. Eason continues to be out for Houston. He's a scorer off the bench, has been out for a while. The rookie out of LSU. They need his scoring, but they can't get it of late, and they've been struggling of late, though. Champagne, questionable. The big one here, Wembanyama, earlier in the afternoon said game time decision. Let's see if there's any updates since then. It will be a game time call for Wembanyama, dealing with that issue with the fourth quarter with that shoulder soreness. So keep an eye there. Rockets laying 7.5.
Yeah, I'm ride with the Rockets here, man. Even 7.5 is steep with a team like the Rockets who've been up and down, but we know they play good at home, and it's just simply not enough points for me to lay with the Spurs. If I was getting about 10.5 or up, yeah, I look the Spurs way, but at 7.5, I think that's a number where Rockets, quite frankly, can come and blow these boys out if they come with their A game. We've seen them do that at home most of the time, and Spurs is just not one of them teams I trust. I rarely probably bet with the Spurs 2 times this season because it's just not ideal for me in many angles, and this is another spot where I just can't get there with them. I'm going to have to lay it with the Rockets here.
And laying it with the Rockets in this spot. Here's another game with injury news here. Pacers at the Mavericks. The Mavericks 4.5 total, 246.5. Let's keep an eye here on Doncic. That's the question mark here on the Dallas side. He's questionable with that ankle here, and this is not a new issue here for Doncic. He's dealing with that sprain since Wednesday. It's kind of a minor day-to-day thing, so we'll see what happens here around game time with Doncic. On the Pacers side, they do have they have a couple scorers here, especially off the bench. Benedict Mathurin can put points off the board. He was added here to the injury list here with left foot soreness. He was an addition here, so that he did participate in the shoot-around, and we'll keep an eye on what they do. I'm sorry, Mathurin did not. Mathurin's questionable. Nesmith is the one who participated in the shoot-around. He was also on the questionable side, but Benedict Mathurin was a late addition to that injury report here for Indiana. Let's give you that update here on Nesmith, who's in the starting rotation right now for Indiana. And the latest here on Nesmith is, as we just mentioned earlier, he did participate in the morning shoot-around, so that's positive news here for Nesmith. Not so positive here with Mathurin.
Yeah, Tony, I would like Nate Smith to be in there, being that he will help my point that I'm about to get to. But I like the under here, man. Just way too many points. Both of these teams have been trending to the under since after the All-Star break. Both of these teams are playing a lot better defense, and the books haven't quite adjusted yet. They're still giving them these numbers like it was before All-Star break and before both of these teams made big trades. And since the trades, these teams have been scoring not as much and playing a little better defense. Not a lot, but enough to go under the amount of times they've been going under. I'm going to go under this 246.5. Open at 248. I understand the line movement down, and I still like it at the 246.5.
There you go. Continue here. We close it out here on TNT. Suns and Nuggets here. We see the Nuggets, big favorites here, 8.5, total 223.5. Pretty much, other than Kankar, who's been out the entire season, the rest of the injury report is clean here for the Denver Nuggets. Booker, Lee, Little, Okogie out for Phoenix. Nurkic, who is that rim defender, who he'll actually need here against Jokic. Nurkic is a huge piece here tonight. He is questionable with that calf injury, but he said he plans to play. So that's the report here from the Arizona beat writer who follows the team. Says Nurkic plans to play. He's a big piece here. They're going to need him here, the rim defender here for the Suns. Big line here, Nuggets 8.5, total 223.5.
Yep, and another favorite that I'm going with. I like the form that Denver is in. As my guy Jay would say, we know Denver goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home. And Phoenix just haven't been looking good, and it's hard for me to back Phoenix without Devin Booker. I'm a huge fan of Devin Booker's game and how he gets going, not just scoring, but his assists, and he's actually a better defense than a lot of people give him credit for. So them missing their big three, they're already with their big three. They're just kind of overrated team to me. Haven't really proven nothing much this season, states their record. But Nuggets, another one of them teams has been rolling since All-Star break, getting ready for playoff mode, and they've been balling. I have no reason to try to bet against them. You mentioned Nurkic being injured. Even at 100%, he can't mess with Jokic. So any kind of slight injury to him is going to be even worse for him. Give me the Nuggets here, laying at 8.5.
All right, laying 8.5 here with the Nuggets. That was our NBA rundown here with Wayne, and of course, on record here with the show pick, Liberty laying the 5 against Middle Tennessee State. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. NBA on the board with a 9-game card, 9 on the ice. Lots of action here from college hoops, tournament action in as well here in conference tournament action in college hoops in this basketball card here for tonight. Having great results over the last 7 days, 988 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dodge Premium. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, my college basketball best bet has started already, but I do have my NBA best bet. I have a 3-pack and a 5-pack. Love the NBA card today. I have 3 college basketball cards, but as I play today was in there and it started, so that 3-pack won't be there. But long term would have got you all those plays, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day pass. If long term is not for you, grab my best bets, man. I've been rolling. I look to continue to cash in them, and I look to get you guys some money as well. Let's get it.
Let's get it, guys. Get on board with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the great results over the last 7 days. 988 units of profit. All documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. Remember that 1 month pass gets the entire NCAA tournament. Also the minor tournaments, the conference tournaments, all the NBA, NHL here for 30 days. And don't forget the baseball. Baseball begins March 20th and 21st with that first series with Padres Dodgers. Then the U.S. opening day is March 28th, so a good week of baseball there with that 1 month pass. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you tomorrow, but let everybody know you've got that boxing video series, some craziness going out in the world of boxing.
Yes, sir. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, man, the internet going back and forth on Twitter. I'm not sure everything that's going on, but I just can't wait till these guys fight, and I can't wait to break it down for you guys. A lot of big fights to be announced. Normally, March, April, and May are big months in boxing, so I'm looking forward to dropping you guys those videos and giving you my predictions so we can all win some money in boxing this year.
That's right, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications so when Wayne drops those boxing videos, you get them right there in real time. All right, Wayne, have a great rest of the night, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, Tony T, as always, my guy, appreciate you for having me. Pick Dog family, y'all take care and good luck with all your best tonight. Let's get it.
You as well. Wayne Scott here on the drive through. Let's continue on, guys. If you ever miss a pick, we'll always recap at the end of the day, end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue here on the drive through. Up next, it's Rod Zawacky. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's always been good to us here on the show, so we'll bring him in right now. NHL coverage here from Rod, so I think we'll get the plays up. Did I go too far? No, I didn't. Let's see if we can get him in right now. We're seeing some news coming over about the Golden Knights in Washington in a trade. Remember, the trading deadline is Thursday in this NHL. As we're down to the final, but about 20 games left in this regular season. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. I think the trade deadline is Friday at noon.
Okay.
Isn't that how Friday at noon?
I guess so.
Friday at noon. I think it's the trade deadline, and it's getting close, heating up. I didn't see that one. Must have just came across the wire. Whoever Vegas
Golden
probably
Knights
looking like they
Anthony
need some
Mantha.
help.
Anthony Mantha.
Oh, Mantha, yeah. It's getting slim pickings for the guys available. We'll see where it goes, but I don't see a whole lot, man. Of the guys that are left, there's a few pieces that are going to go here and there, but I think it's probably going to be one of the quieter seasons at trade deadline.
You know what I'm figuring out here is that I think it's going to be tougher and tougher to make trades now. And we always talk about analytics, and just from my experience with analytics, I think analytics does the best job of telling you who's good and who's bad, right? Instead of these in-game decisions, who's good, everybody now knows who's good, who's bad, who's strong, who's weak, what area it is. So you're not fooling anybody anymore.
No, not anymore, because analytics have definitely brought up some people's weaknesses, and you've seen. Also, it's salary cap in the NHL, and you've only got so much room to be moving and trading guys around. It's tough. Some teams, sure, they want to trade some guys and make some moves and pieces. So you see some guys that are hitting the waivers. Definitely, a lot of Oilers fans didn't expect to see Sam Gagner hit the waiver wire today. That'll probably be it for him. That was surprising. I don't think anybody saw that coming, but considering he's not an expensive player, he's on a league minimum. So the Oilers are there's something in the works for the Oilers. You can see it because they're trying to free up a little bit of cap space, and they don't have a whole lot of cap space and wiggle room, and they want to add pieces, but it's just tough. Like I said, there's one, but I don't see a whole lot. I think it's going to be one of them quieter trade deadline moves.
You get used to it.
Speaking of analytics, you're trying to go, okay, if I put this guy on waivers and I send this guy down over here to the AHL, and you take half his salary over there, then I think we might be able to make this work. That's the difference from the old trade days where it was just like, oh, you want Gretzky? Okay, give me this much money. Okay, there you go. Oh, you want? Okay, we got to give Gretzky his guy. Got to go with him, so he's got to go with him over there. And so, analytics definitely is the number in the mathematics trying to make some of these trades that these teams are trying to make.
Oh yeah. And I identify the strength and weaknesses of the players, and no one's gonna. Everybody's gonna try and trade someone with warts, and they knew where the warts are. That's what really the issue there with analytics. Now these teams know. So maybe we'll see more prospects in the move, but we'll see how that rolls here. But tonight's
We're trying.
yeah.
We
right?
can't even peddle any soup. Anybody want some hot soup? We got some soup. Anybody want some soup? We're $5 million soup. Anybody? Any takers?
Yep, that's these guys, instead of looking at the tape, they're looking at the numbers. That's what they're looking at.
Exactly.
Right?
That trade. Still, I didn't even know what someone was looking at there, where it was like he was unproven goalie and you give him $5 million. Nice.
Absolutely.
Now we've got some cream soup that's going bad, and he's definitely not worth no $5 million soup.
No doubt about that. All right, here we go. Cracking the back-to-back here. They surprised, they helped some of the Kings and Golden Knights who are kind of, we thought maybe it was that, you'd think there was that one team that was going to make that run to try to get in that wild card race, right? Because there's a little bit of a gap in the West, but a little setback here for the Flames. So Kraken and the Jets minus 158, total 5.5.
Definitely a little help for the Kraken in that one. I don't know. It was more Calgary handing the puck away on shorthanded that made it 4-2 and pretty much sealed the victory away for the Kraken last night. Yeah, they definitely got us. Calgary made a blundering error on that power play where they had all the momentum. They made it 3-2, rolling right along. But looking at this one here, Kraken, tough spot coming into Winnipeg. Here in this one, back-to-back spots, haven't treated the Kraken so well. 2-2 on the season in the back-to-back spot. And you look going against this Jets team. Well, this Jets team's 8-2 in their last 10, just rolling right along. You look who's getting the start. Joey Decor's getting the start, and he's 16-20 on the year with. If you've been betting Joey Decor starts, well, you're down over 600 units betting him. So not so good there. Hellebuck's getting the start here for the Jets. And he's 29-15 on the year, and you're up well over 600 units betting Hellebuck starts. He's getting the start here in this one. Jets is a favorite, 31-9 this season as the favorite. 19-4 at home is a home favorite. I like the puck line here for the Jets in this one. I don't know why it says plus 1.5, but we're not going to go with that one. We're going to go with the minus. It's got the Kraken in the extra one. But take the Jets on the puck line. I think they easily win this one by 2-3 goals tonight. We know how the Jets play defense. They shut down the Kraken, and I know the Kraken at times. Sure, you got 4 last night. One of them was handed to you right on the stick, and here you go on a shorthanded breakaway, and just handed that away. Calgary gave away a couple goals. So, scoring goals on their own. Kraken be lucky to get 2. Jets get 4. At least it's 4-2, 5-2. Jets on the puck line in this.
I think the book, the sharpest book in the world, is trying to look for some Kraken action. trying looking for some.
What? Don't you want to take the Kraken?
Look at that 369. Yeah. Oh no, you're not gonna. You cannot take the Jets. We're not gonna. We're gonna show you this puck line plus, so you can't take them. So that's what they're doing. They're telling you something.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to bait you in there. Come on, don't you want the Kraken at over almost 4 times your money? No.
Yeah, the Jets. This is the team that is just look at the wins. What's it, 8, 9 of their past 11? They've just been piling up the wins here. Hey, how? I mean, when you hear some of the contenders, of course, you watch these NHL networks. Watch some of the folks talk about the contenders. No one really talks much about the Jets out here stateside, right? It's always going to be the traditional teams. Maybe throw some Toronto. You hear the Rangers, but you don't hear a lot about the Jets.
No, and they're quietly been racked all season long and quietly defensively playing great hockey. I've got Sprinkle on them to win the West. How could you not at the numbers that we were getting a month and a half ago when I said to sprinkle on the Jets a little bit when they were on that allowing 2 goals a game for that 20-something game stretch. Yeah, and quietly doing it because the other teams that are a little bigger than the Jets have overtaken the news media. You've got the Oilers, of course. The Oilers started with that big slump, and that overtook the news media. All you heard was the Oilers said, "Oh, that's it. The season's over. Blow the team up. Tell everybody off. Get McDavid out of here. Get Leon out of here. Who's going? One of those guys got to go." And then now they've turned that right around and right on Vegas's heels to win the Pacific. So that's taken away huge news media. The Leafs not slumping. The Leafs hitting a nice little win streak and rolling right along, not being the typical Leafs, ending the season and they're winning games. Look, they beat Arizona. They hadn't beat Arizona at home since, 2005 or something? So they've been a little more higher news media than these Jets that are just in Winnipeg. playing right along.
And Vancouver was a front page story to start the season, and then they've tapered off a bit.
Yeah. And Vancouver's been shooting out like a rocket. And there's been lots of teams that have been just above the Jets, and the Jets are just quietly going about their business. They hit a little slump there, but that was due to injuries. All these guys got injured, and now these guys are coming back, and they're full healthy again. So watch out for the Jets. Definitely going to be one of those sleeper teams for me that can come in there and sneak it in like the Kraken did last year, and make it a good ways. Upset some teams.
I don't know if you have a prem on this game. If you do, you can answer it to me. But this just seems like a spot where the Kings come home and lose. They're back at home after a road trip. They've had some really bad performances at home with Vancouver looking for the revenge. Kings were really motivated to get that win because they lost the first two on the road.
I like the Kings in this spot, though. I really do. I know this is what it looks like, but you got good Talbot right now. Talbot wants his job back. He's like, hey, I'm the guy that got you guys here at the start of the season. I'm the guy that was rolling right along when we won 14 in a row. You can't forget that I'm the guy. And he's stepping up. I kind of like the Kings here tonight. I really do. I think that back at home, I think just whooped up on the Canucks. What's changed? 2 nights?
Yes.
Both teams are rested. Now you went from Vancouver to back home. They just whooped up on the Canucks 5-1.
Yeah, and the Kings are down.
Canucks got some issues. They're starting to slump, and you can see it. In the video, I even took the Kings. I was, in the video I took, this game goes to overtime. I think it's going to be that close. I think this game is decided in overtime. Take Vancouver, Kings, go to overtime. You get over 3 times your money on that. What do you get? 3 times your money.
Tie.
Regulation tie, 60 minutes between the Canucks and the Kings. And then the Kings win it in overtime.
Kings win in overtime, 4-4. There you go.
Fiala with the overtime winner.
Fiala with that win. Fiala with it. Now, of course, again, if you have a premium, you don't have to say much about this. We know that one of the game of the nights, a pretty good card tonight here, but one of them here is this Oilers and Bruins game going in, and they're making the Oilers favored in this spot.
Definitely. Well, of course, because you look, this is the second half for Boston, and they just had to play the Leafs. And Edmonton just flew into Toronto. They beat Boston into Boston because they were already sitting there in the hotel, probably resting, having a nap and sleeping. Well, Boston was having to try to make the flight to get back home to Boston after playing real good in Toronto. Though they looked real good, 4-1. Allmark. But like I said, this is one of the games that I just went to. I watched this game, but Boston won 6-5 in Edmonton. Hell of a game, back and forth, lots of offense. It was Swayman in goal for Boston in that one, but the Oilers ripped off 40-something shots in that game. Boston still got the win in that one, so we could be in for a high-scoring shootout again. I think that the way to go in this one is that the Oilers are sitting there waiting and resting. Of course, I'm a homer. What do you think I'm going to take? I'm going to take the Oilers. I like the Oilers, right? So I am definitely the homer there. But the way to go, you want a little prop bet, take Allmark over his saves. He's going to get peppered tonight. I think he gets peppered with 40-something shots. Last time I seen it was 29.5. I think it moved up in some books up to 30.5 in places. But he's going to be making 30, well over that. He gets 35-something saves, as the Oilers have been peppering him with well over. Oilers averaging 34 shots a game, and like I said, that last game it was 40-something, well over 40-something. In that game, just about a week ago. It's also a revenge spot. If you look, that the road team has been dominant. I think the road team's 7-0 between these two head to head. The home team has not been the dominance, and Boston just won in Edmonton. Edmonton comes in and gets the win.
There you go, from Rod Edmonton. And of course, here's the angle, the new guy angle, right? Tonight, as the Devils host the Panthers. Seems like a short number. This Panthers team has just been clobbering teams. I mean, they've been looking great. Of course, they've been winning close games as well. The Devils come home, fire their coach. You lose to Anaheim, and then they look bad against the Kings. That was a national TV game standalone where the Kings just went in. I don't know, the Kings just pounded them. And it's 119 now for the Panthers on the road here against the Devils. The new guy
angle. It's the new guy angle, right?
Yeah.
We've seen this, and the new coach angle has been definitely profitable spot, but it's the Devils at home. Ugh. The Devils at home have not been pretty this season. They're scary. Scary ugly where they give up like 4 goals a game, and this Panthers team's just rolling along. Do you want to get in front of this freight train?
Oof.
They look like a team on a mission. If you don't have a sprinkle on them to win the East, well, you better get a sprinkle on them now, because new logo, old logo is rolling. They look really dominant. I know they're giving Bobrovsky a rest tonight, so there's your angle there. But the backup Stellaris is bid lights out. I think he's sub 3. He's got 11-5 in the year with 2 goals against and a .924 save percentage. There's a lot of starting teams that will be like, we'll take him. When, where, how? We'll take Stellaris. Come on now. Oh, we need a goalie. So as a backup goalie, the Devils at home are I know in the video I think I said take the Devils, but I think I got to go the other way. You look at the road team has covered the puck line in 10 straight road games for the Panthers. I think the Panthers come in and whoop up on the Devils again.
There you go. Yeah.
I think it's going to take a bit. There's something wrong there with the Devils. Why aren't they playing so good? I think it's going to take a bit before they get gelling. Look what the Oilers did. They got a new coach, and I believe he lost his first time out. It took a little bit for him to implement these new systems. I think the Devils are in that. We're in that much of a disarray that it's going to take him a game or two to get things going with the new coach.
Yeah, remember when Ottawa blew a 3-0 lead to Arizona in the third period. That was the other new coach angle there.
Oh, that was the other new. Yeah, and they had it. And we're heading into the third. Everything's looking good. All of a sudden, it's like no. No, that's
losing
not
overtime. At least you got a point. At least you got a point. But that sucks when you blow a 3-0 lead. But you blew a 3-0 lead, and you know, it still feels. I mean, I wonder what it feels like it's an interesting spot, right? You still feel like you lost the game, right? Even though you get that 1 point, which I don't know, man. I've always thought you win the game, you get 2. Forget the point from forcing overtime.
Exactly. Like once you get into overtime, you still should be playing for the 2 points. The winner gets the 2 points. That should be the extra drive. I can see when you get into a shootout, you get a point. Let's play for the 1 extra point. But to make that 3-on-3 a little more exciting, make it that you don't get the extra point. Just because you got to overtime, you can't sit back and relax. You still got to go for it because you can get no points now. I like that idea.
They would never agree to my idea. I would say forget the shootout. You get 2 points for a win, no points for a loss. But if you go overtime and regulation, no points for both teams.
No points for both
Could
teams.
you imagine that if that happened? Could you imagine that? What that would look like?
Imagine that. Oh. You see some crazy pulling the goalie late, even in tie situation.
Yeah.
So that somebody can get some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would really make it interesting there. If you get no one gets any points for a tie, that's it. Forget the shootout. You know, it's just.
It's tie. That's it.
That's it. 0-4. It's like a loss. Tie's like a loss. You know, you come up
Tie's
with
like
no
a
points.
loss. Yeah. No points.
That would be.
You know, what kind of workout you'd be getting if they just went back to old school like the playoffs.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
Someone scores.
Oh my God! You'd have at least one overtime, 2 overtimes a game.
Right?
You'd have 2. You'd have 2. You'd have 2 a game. The flights.
You could.
Back to back.
Oh my goodness, that would be insane. Yeah, because you could do it, but
reschedule.
Some nights where it might be
some nights
4 in the morning. You're still playing hockey.
No, there'll be times when the team gets into town and goes right to the arena, and they start the game 2 hours late.
Right to the arena, right? Right.
What morning skate?
You got to sleep on the plane.
That's it. Don't change your unit. Change on the plane. Change on the plane. There you go.
Change on the plane. There
you go. Rod, show pick Jets puck line against the Kraken plus 140. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Print for tonight's action. 9 game card NBA, 9 on the board from NHL. Lots of college hoops. We got a good handful of conferences in action tonight in the tournaments. Rod having a great year in college basketball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
And for me, hey, been loaded on college hoops. Love college hoops right now, just rolling right along. It's been my hottest sport over the last month. 67 and 46 over the last 30 days. So rolling along with college hoops. I got my 10-star college basketball play of the day. You can scoop it up singly. And then I also added in a college basketball bird case. So I've got 4 college hoops plays all together. or it's Tuesday, so it's Tackle the Books Tuesday. I've got the college basketball birdcage thrown in the package, and then I've also thrown my top-rated play on the ice and the NBA in the Tackle the Books Tuesday, or as many of the cappers before me have said, the best way now is to go long-term. That way you get all the college basketball action, all the NBA, all the NHL, instead of playing by sport. Jump aboard something long-term, use that promo code PICK and save 15% off. But check out that rest of the season college basketball pass. That's the way to go as we head into conference tournaments and March Madness. What is it? 13 days away.
Yeah.
On the 18th. Selection Sunday is St. Patty's Day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Don't we have those first four in? That we
Look
have
at
that
the
first
Irish!
four, yeah. We got the first four in on Tuesday, right? So they started Tuesday with those first four, right?
Yep. Yeah, Tuesday right away, I believe. So yeah. The 19th. So 19th they kick it off. Selection Sunday is on St. Patty's Day.
Wow, that's right, guys. So get on board with Rod. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. All right, Rod, do you have any bonus for the group out there?
Well,
there you go.
You know me. Let's have this. I'm not putting my money on Purdue. No chance. They're the most overrated team in college hoops right now, and this is a revenge game. You look, Purdue already beat Illinois on their own home court, and now you're going to come into Illinois. I don't think so. You're not coming into Illinois and going to snag a win here. The Illinois team is playing great hoops. If you look offensively, they are the better team in conference play, scoring a few more points than Purdue, surprisingly. Maybe not defensively. I think Purdue's just slightly better defensively, but in the conference play, also free throws, which means a lot in this game as it comes down. It's a 2-point spread. Who do you want? You want the team that's the better free throw team, and that is Illinois. Surprisingly, 74% from the charity stripe, while Purdue's only 72%. In conference play. And at home, Illinois has been money at home this season. You don't want to go against Illinois at home. They're getting the win here in this one.
There you go.
Purdue.
Purdue, or choke, whatever you call them, they'll get it done.
Oh, yeah, choke. First round exit. Bye.
Oh, no. All right, Rod, we've got the NHL, your A to Z coverage over on the site here. We got the card tonight. We got a smaller card tomorrow, but a huge card coming up, I believe, in 2 days. So let everybody know about your video series.
Yeah, definitely check out the archived games if you're looking for a specific game that we didn't talk about previously. We got all the games covered over there, as Tony says, from A to Z. Any game you're looking on the board in hockey, check out the archived NHL section, and you can find that video there. Usually got a parlay video as well. If I could find one tomorrow, I did not. I couldn't come up with one, but I love all three of those plays. Check those out. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you get notified when all the newest content drops here at Big Dogs. So much new content to check out here at Big Dogs Daily. Definitely, you want to get notified so you get the best of the number with us.
That's right,
Appreciate
guys.
Everybody that tunes in here at Big Dogs. One big giant family. Appreciate
That's right.
it.
One big giant family. All right, Rod, have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
You as well, Tony. Have yourself a good one, everybody. Crush them books. Catch you guys tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow. Ron Zawacky here on the drive thru. Guys, let's get to my pick, then we'll get to the recap. We're going to take Buffalo here, the Buffalo Bulls, in this spot here at plus the 11.5 against Ohio. We'll bring up the graphic here. We're going to have to move the graph. We're going to have to move the chains here. I didn't move the chains on the previous game, so let's move them here. It's going to be a 7:00 game. We're going here to Ohio and Buffalo 11.5 here in this spot, and mainly based on Buffalo and conference. They make their buckets around the hole. They make their free throws. And we know they have the issues defensively, but we look at the Bobcats over their past 5 games shooting under 45%. The Bulls have shot and defended better of late. And by the way, Buffalo has covered 7 of 8. They lose a lot of games, but they cover when they lose, which still gives us value in the point spread. So we'll take Buffalo here plus 11.5. Guys, check out Pick.Stream. I got a best bet up the board right now, as well as a 3-pack. So get on board. Or my long-term pass, my 3, 7, or 30 All Sports Pass. Get all my pre-and plays for that time period. Just like when you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. Time for recap. Alex, make sure you get your best bets. Get those best bets right now in the chat, and we'll read them out here when we close out the show. Get those best bets right now in the chat. Alex on the Blues plus 162 against Islanders. Shane, Florida, laid the 2.5 against Alabama. Wayne, Liberty, laid the 5 against Middle Tennessee State. Rod is on Jets. Puck line, laid the puck and a half plus 140 against Kraken. I'm on Buffalo plus 11.5 against Ohio. The one I like the most here. Boy, this Kraken on a back-to-back. Got to look at the way the Jets are playing right now. So Jets on that one as well. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers and pick dogs and sports chat place. We'll get our place for you in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show live here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time during the week. We got Mitch, we got Chris, we got Jay here joining the crew in the morning. Also, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes betting series, video series. Also, Mitch's, he also has his, as we said, his betting tools show, and of course his roundtable with the discussion. You want to check that out as well. Jay's Jam Session NBA. Of course, around the league from the NHL with Chris Ruffalo. Rod Zawacky goes A to Z in the NHL, every game on the board with his parlay. Ron Romanelli with his bank shop breakdown, college basketball breakdowns for you with picks. Also, we got Big Al McMorty, all access. We have Costi here with his sharp trading plays. We've got Dana Lane against the public betting. Contrarian sharp plays from Brian Bittler. Also Mills with his UFC rundown as well as his prop shop. You want to check that out. Video series from just introduced here was Jovan here with his video series. His shorts parlay for you, so check that out. Also parlay videos from Brad Francis and more, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. So when we're live, you're live with us. Get the plays in real time. All right, guys, get your play, your show picks right now in the chat, and we'll read them off. Blake's coming in here with Boise State laying the 3. He likes Celtics over 217 in that one as well. Likes the over in the Hawks game. Ron Crawford, Illinois money line is his best bet tonight here for the show. Well, we've got, what else we have here, guys? Keep those best bets coming in right now. Thomas Bowe says Pelicans laid the 9.5. Chris Wright Thunder, who's been great for us here in the chat. Wyoming laying the 6.5. Boiler up from Eric Winkler here. We've got Notre Dame plus 15.5 here from Thomas Bowe as well. Eric Winkler likes Jets money line and Kraken under 4 goals in this one. Jets here in 60 from NHL Bets. Panthers best bets from Nicholas Handy. We've got Kraken puck line from Raven Ron. And what else we've got coming in here? Let's see if any more. Pacers money line for Raven Ron as well. What do we got here? Kings Vancouver under 6 from NHL Bets. Coyotes team total over 3.5. Nashville team total over 3.5 here from NHL Bets coming in with this pick. Bryant under from Eric Winkler. And what else we've got coming in here? Money line here from Lydia Lett. Obviously Pelicans. That's a big money line there, buddy. That's a big one here. Let's see if we've got any more coming in. Last calls for your best bets here before we sign off. And we got them all in. All right, that's going to do it for our show, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight. Going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon.